Hey guys, this is just a vid to show you what I've been up to today. Stop laughing at me. That's Ellie's fingers at the bottom there. Through chatting to someone on here, Big Betsy, she sent me a book about anxiety and panic. Stop it. And if it moves at all, it's Ellie shuffling and fidgeting. A book about panic that's been really good for motivating me. Stop it. And yeah, I put together a anxiety action plan, weight loss kind of pack folder for me to add to and put things together and keep things with me. It's very, very OCD, but hey ho. If it works, it works. So I was going to show you what I've got in it so far. So the first sheet, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, is just weight loss. I've got the fan on, so the paper's not very well. You can see it. Basically, it's just got all the dates that would fit on the page for every Monday, because that's my weigh-in date. And then I've got my weight in stones, my weight in kilograms, and my weight in pounds. Basically, the weight is in stones because that's the UK way that my friends and my family talk about weight. I've got kilograms because that's what my doctor wants, so if I ever go to the doctor and he wants an update on my weight, I can give him that. And I've got pounds because that's what most of the people on YouTube use, and it goes down quicker than stones. And it's nice to see, it's a bit more motivating to see 3 numbers reduce instead of 1. And then also I've got fat percentage, water percentage, my BMI, and the calories to intake every day if I wanted to maintain the weight I am. Yeah, my scales tell me that. They tell me that if I wanted to stay the weight I am, how many calories I'm meant to eat. So that goes down as I lose weight. So that's the first sheet. Then I've got a sheet to do with, so that's just the weight loss element. I've got a sheet to do with meditation, which is just another spreadsheet, but this time it's every day, just so I keep my meditation in check. So I do it in the morning, in the evenings, and also what music playlist, because I've got playlists on iTunes of chill out music that I use, and I've got one for every day, because my meditation's always 15 minutes, so I've got one for every day, and it's exactly 15 minutes or as close as possible with the tracks. But I found out that actually after a week I do get bored of some of the songs, because some songs are fine, you can drift off, some you just after a few weeks find something in it that's annoying, and that keeps you from getting a full meditation. So I'm going to try and make more playlists for it so that I can do that. Then we have a daily goal sheet. This is basically just a motivation thing to get me up and doing stuff during the day, because at the moment, once my panic and anxiety hit quite bad, I get quite depressed and down, and it's easy just to be lazy and stay in bed then, which of course then I start to feel achy and don't do much, and then I get panicky, and it's just a vicious cycle. So yeah, there's just some daily goals here which are I think I'm a little bit embarrassed to share what the goals are, but fuck it, I'm meant to share with all of you, and if I don't tell people I'll never get it done. So the first one's get dressed. A lot of days I don't bother getting fully dressed because of the agoraphobia. I'm not going to go outside anyway, and obviously the thing about getting dressed is I can't go outside then. If I get dressed and I can go outside, I can answer the door if someone knocks on the door. Yeah, so tidying a surface in the house. Before it was tidy a room, but I think that was too much, so it's tidy a surface. Put out any rubbish. That is basically a way of me justifying going outside. So, because if I go in my garden, I'm fine in my garden, but outside the front door, that's where it's not safe for me, agoraphobic wise. So putting the rubbish out means that every day, even if I don't need to go for a walk for whatever reason, I go outside. Even if it's just a metre in front of the house to the bin, I go outside. And also to do that, I've got to be dressed, so ties in. Meditate, obviously that's on here because I need to do that every day, and write for an hour. Basically just something different to do to get me away from the TV and the computer, and just sit down and write, whether it's poetry or I just doodle, just do something for an hour that doesn't involve electrics. Sorry, the dog's going mental. Milo, calm down. You have to announce that to everyone. Our dog likes to go mental after he poos. Literally, he's running up and down the hall. He'll attack a toilet roll in a minute, or a bottle. So you can hear it. There you go. If you can hear that, that's him beating up a plastic bottle. which of course every time he goes to attack it, it flies out of the way, so he thinks it's brilliant. He plays with it like he's a cat. Milo! Is it dead? Is the bottle dead? I'm going to lick it now. Right, I'm sorry about the noise. Yeah, so that's the third sheet. And then my final one is my sheet of mantras. This is basically Milo! Defiant bastard! Sorry about the noise, but it's funny as fuck. Of phrases to help me when I'm panicked, to keep me like focused. Because when they're in your head, they get lost in all the negative thoughts. Milo! So yeah, that's the sheet. I don't know if you can read all of them. Probably, but yeah, it's just so I can see them quite clearly for when I'm in a panic, or not when I'm in a panic, because I kind of don't have panic attacks anymore, but when I'm feeling a bit anxious I can go right. So there's no heart warning signs, which is basically when I saw the doctor, he told me, after I told him all my symptoms, which there was many, he said none of them give him any concern about my heart. All tests came back clear. I had a blood test and a blood pressure monitor for 24 hours, and it was all clear. There was nothing wrong at all. It was better than it should have been, to be fair. You breathe when asleep. This is something mixture between the book that Big Betsy lent me and what my dad said, and it's basically that something I haven't seen written anymore for panic people is that you start to not trust your body's automatic responses like breathing and stuff, and your heart beating, and believe that you have to control it. So breathing, you start to think about your breathing and control your breathing, which is probably when the problems come. And my dad said to me, well, when I'm asleep at night, I breathe. I'm not controlling it then, I'm not mentally aware then. If I pass out, I breathe, but I'm not mentally aware then either, so I thought that was quite a good thing to remember. No one has ever died from a panic attack or anxiety, or that's a true thing. No one has ever died, it doesn't do any damage. And the last one, I've survived every past attack. I've had probably hundreds of attacks now, and all of them have caused no lasting damage because I had a blood test after the worst of them. So if there was damage caused, it would have been found. So yeah, so that's no heart warning signs. All tests came back clear. You breathe when asleep. No one has ever died from a panic attack or anxiety. I've survived every past attack. So, yeah. Just to be visual, so it's something to focus on when I'm having an attack. And I'll probably add to this. So yeah, that's my weight loss / anxiety action pack thing that I've made up. It all goes in folder here, so I can carry it around with me, which sounds a bit, I don't know, a bit weird, but if it helps me get better, then I don't really care. If you have any suggestions of anything to add, then please let me know in the comments. If you have any mantras that you'd like to use, phrases that keep you calm if you suffer from anxiety and stuff, then yeah, please let me know what they are. Or any pages you could think of me to add to it. I mean, I was contemplating whether a food diary would be worth it, because, I mean, food diaries I tend to think are for people that think that they don't. It's like an initial thing you do before you start something, and I don't actually know what benefit I get benefits from it, from continuing it on. But if you think it's a good idea, tell me why, and I'm willing to chuck that in there. Yeah, so anything else you can think of, guys. Sorry it's a long video, it wasn't meant to be, but I like sharing with you guys. So. Alright, I hope you're all well, and speak to you soon. Bye.